gives me great pleasure to introduce our final piece of the night. It's written by Margaret Donahue. Margaret has been involved with PETITE Morgue, I think, almost since the beginning. First, as an audience member, and then as a reader. She performed a hilarious monologue for Bloody Gorgeous Monologues. She did the special effects makeup for the first Best of Fresh Blood, so I'm so happy to be able to share her play with you guys, and basically we're just gonna make her do everything. Write the play, read the play, all of it. Okay. So hope you all enjoy this play as much as I do. 7 Years by Margaret Donahue. An empty bedroom.
I was 7 years old. I was on a camping trip with my parents. I know they told me not to wander off, but I just wanted to see the stars.
A 7-year-old boy enters the room. His face is smeared with dirt, and his hand is wrapped in a bloody bandage.
He looked like he was lost. A small thing, sad and alone. I know my parents said not to go near wild animals. I know they said that cute, fluffy creatures could still be dangerous out here.
The boy kneels next to his bed and prays.
He was crying. Soft little whimpers caused by his bleeding paw. I was going to take him to my parents. I just wanted to help.
The boy climbs into bed.
They found my body 3 days later.
An empty kitchen.
7 years. It's the amount of time it takes for every cell in your body to replace itself. It's how many years bad luck you get if you break a mirror. It's how many years I had to tell him about what happened.
A 14-year-old boy enters. He puts his backpack down. He sees last night's dishes still on the table.
Mom?
No reply. He starts to clean up.
My one job as a parent was to protect him, to keep him safe. I mean, look at him. He was so sweet and kind, and how could I tell him? Hey son, you're a werewolf? Don't worry though, it's not like the movies, it only happens once every 7 years. One night every 7 years isn't the end of the world. Your father had it under control, until the hunting accident.
The boy finishes the dishes and looks around again.
Mom? Are you home?
How was I supposed to tell him? And there's parts of himself he doesn't even know about. Was I supposed to say something like, you know how you feel all different from the other kids? Well, congratulations, you are! And I could probably have ended that heartwarming talk with, by the way, you ate a little girl when you were 7. It's probably why you became a vegetarian.
There's a knock on the door.
Mom!
He runs to the door.
Maybe I'm a coward and deserve what happened. I just thought I had time. Isn't 7 years a long time?
The door swings open to reveal a police officer.
There is no one who can tell him now.
A man in his mid-20s paces the room, rocking a baby in his arms.
I don't have regrets about my life. I didn't have any dark childhood traumas. I was well-adjusted and popular. Everything has always gone as planned. Graduate college. Check. Get a fantastic job that pays well. Check. Meet the man of my dreams. Check. Have a beautiful baby girl. Check. Get to watch her grow up.
The man puts the baby down in the crib.
Okay, not everything went as planned, but up until that point, I was blessed.
I can't shake the feeling that I don't deserve this.
I guess that's why it was so easy to brush off his concerns. I could come up with an excuse for everything he said.
After what happened to Elizabeth, she disappeared without saying a word.
Not everyone is cut out for college. People drop out all the time.
No one ever heard from her again.
Maybe she was scared. Sometimes people just leave.
Maybe you're right. There's still what happened to my mom.
That wasn't your fault.
I should have been there to protect her.
You were just a kid. Nobody can blame you for that.
Maybe those dreams are trying to tell me something. dreams of the little girl.
It's just a nightmare.
They feel so real.
I know you could never do anything like that.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm cursed.
The baby is sleeping? Everything is fine. He lived in constant fear. He treated our life together like the fragile, delicate thing it was because he was afraid at any minute it could all be ripped away from him. For that, I was the luckiest girl in the world. I was never afraid, even when he... I have one regret in my life. I regret not having the chance to grow old with him.
I didn't know. At least not in a way that could have prevented it. I knew something was wrong. Could never put my finger on it, though. Not until I saw her change.
A little girl enters, playing and laughing.
In that moment, it all made sense to me. Everything that I was, what I had done.
A little boy enters, running, and they collide.
Why didn't they just tell me? Someone must have known. Was it my mom or my dad? Was it both? I don't know how these things work.
I'm Tim.
I'm Nancy.
I'm a dinosaur. What are you?
She was so young. There's no one there for her now.
I'm a wolf.
The end.